who are studying in Pace University. I have the pleasure of speaking to Srideep Murthy. You are studying investment management here. Tell us, how do you see the relevance of political happenings in India for students who are studying, say, investment management here in America?
Yeah, right now the thing is that the economy of India is not doing well, but people understand the importance of India in the 21st century. And that is why even when the economy is not doing well, there are a lot of events and there's a lot of interest regarding India, regarding the economy, regarding the politics. And because Narendra Modi wants to fight the elections on a development platform, there's a greater focus on him in the US.
As a diplomat, have you felt that there is more intervention from politicians in terms of defining your role, or do you see that is not the case?
No, I wouldn't say that's the case at all. I think foreign policy, thankfully, diplomats are well respected in our political system. And when we talk to our politicians and advise them, they certainly take our advice in consideration, and we don't get any political interference from our politicians.
Question hypothetical, of course, relevant to the forum that you just participated in, where we talked about the upcoming election. So let's start with the reference of Modi not um, being able to come to United States. Why did you feel that it was important to uh, to bring that to the administration in a way that would matter?
Um, all you have to do, Ashok, is to rewind back to 2002 and visualize what India went through with the Godhra riots and the kind of the macabre violence that took place, which completely shook the Indian nation. We never quite experienced anything like that since partition. Right? It shook every Indian soul, even if you supported Modi or the Hindus who carried out that massacre. That's not an issue, but still, it would have shaken your soul. So that, for us, was reason enough, not just to deny him a visa or organize to deny him a visa. It's not that as if we have this power. No, we mobilized. It was a lot of hard work. It was not just me. It was a lot of people like us who got together, who put their sweat because we wanted to make Modi accountable. The fact that Modi went through that and yet got voted to become the CM of Gujarat 3 times, right? While in doing so, virtually decimating his own party in Gujarat.
And how do you view the fact that Narendra Modi is denied US visa?
Well, that is a main issue that's going on right now. And if Narendra Modi wants to make a bid for the position of the Prime Minister, he has to come out and apologize to this nation for whatever happened during the Godhra riots. Whenever that question is asked by the media, he has said that I have answered that question. So why not answer it just once again and say that I take ownership for whatever happened and we are sorry. The police failed and the state machinery failed. That's what he has to come and say. And I think once he comes and says that, even the US is going to grant him a visa, I guess.
And we are going to have a panel on the parliamentary elections in India, Rahul Gandhi versus Narendra Modi.
So, who is Narendra Modi? He's the longest tenured Chief Minister of Gujarat. He was first elected in 2001 and is still the Chief Minister of Gujarat. So that's 12 years approximately. He's a great orator, and I would suggest you guys listen to his speeches, and a great initiator and risk taker. Modi's contribution has Modi has a lot of contribution, but one of the biggest contributions has been Gujarat is now the safest state in India with least crime against women, with with a lot of reduction in corruption and crime. Modi has always encouraged new businesses and tried strengthening the manufacture and trade because he believes that manufacturing industries are the backbone of Indian economy.
And Narendra Modi really has become the benchmark. He has become the standard. Every chief minister, every leader tries to knock him down or praise him or emulate him or try to say that, hey, our state is also doing as good or we are doing better and so on and so forth. So he really has become the standard, positive or negative, but he has become a standard by all parties, all leaders trying to compete with him, which of course is very good for India, because it will produce better leaders, it will produce better growth, better investment, better bureaucracy, and all of those things, which is to say competition is good.
India is actually a reflection of vibrant democracy where you have this lethal combination of religious fundamentalism mixed in with market fundamentalism going up against a market fundamentalism that is also secular in nature. And if I were to choose, I choose a secular one because that preserves the secular identity of India.
आप देखिए 2002 के बाद आज 2013 यानी 11 साल में कभी गुजरात में पहले दंगे वगैरह की वजह से कर्फ्यू लगता था, आज 11 साल में कभी कर्फ्यू नहीं लगा, एक भी दिन कर्फ्यू नहीं लगा.
I mean, we had a couple of students from PACE presenting on Gujarat. That's great. Gujarat's model cannot be applied to the rest of India. This is not like Mitt Romney running for president. There were serious economic differences between Romney and Obama. There are no serious economic differences between Gandhi and Modi. But there is one difference in terms of how India is perceived outside. And that is important.
Who is Big B? Anyone from India can say that? Amitabh Bachchan, that is correct. So he has a very bass voice and is very successful. He's considered by many people as a synonymous of Indian film industry, a very prominent face. He was good friends of Rajiv Gandhi. He had his stint in politics at one time when Rajiv Gandhi was prime minister. But here I mention him in connection with Narendra Modi because Gujarat chief minister roped in Amitabh Bachchan to be the brand ambassador to promote tourism for Gujarat. And then there was a lot of discussion in India. Many Congress leaders sort of discarding Amitabh Bachchan because he was not being secular by accepting this role of being brand ambassador of Gujarat. This term secular is very interesting and very ambiguous, and it has very open space of interpretation.
Narendra Modi might be popular, but my question is, given his background, is he acceptable to India or not? And that is something for you to answer.
And if Narendra Modi wants to make a bid for the position of the Prime Minister, he has to come out and apologize to this nation for whatever happened during the Godhra riots. Whenever that question is asked by the media, he has said that I have answered that question. So why not answer it just once again and say that I take ownership for whatever happened and we are sorry. The police failed and the state machinery failed. That's what he has to come and say. And I think once he comes and says that, even the US is going to grant him a visa, I guess.
I would seek your views on comparison of Rahul and Narendra as the potential prime ministerial candidate. And I need not guess the kind of views you probably might have for Narendra Modi, but looking at the track record of his governance as compared to the experience of Rahul in the field of administration, etc. So overall, considering these two personalities, and again, it's a hypothetical question. So hypothetically, in the larger good of India, who do you think would fare better?
Short answer, Rahul Gandhi, because he epitomizes the secular ethos of India. There is nothing much to distinguish between the economic ideologies of Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi. They are the same. There's nothing that distinguishes. They are this, they are for grassroots empowerment. They are for governance at the Lokayukta, although Narendra Modi has demolished the Lokayukta. They are both into corporate cronyism. It's not as if I'm a huge defender of Rahul Gandhi. No. I'm someone who defends and I will fight till the last breath for the secular ethos of India. I'm not someone who's just going to, run away from that.
the thing with Narendra Modi is that he has all good points, all good characteristics, but the only point of contention is the Godhra riots in Gujarat. Otherwise, he has a very clean slate. So let him at least come and say something about that. So we can, I mean, his development model in Gujarat and the economic plan that he has for India is going to be very good. And India needs a thinking politician and a good orator who can connect to the masses. And Narendra Modi has all good qualities. So he just has to make good one wrong that has happened.
Rahul versus Modi. What are the top three things that you would say distinguishes one from another, plus minus either way?
Well, I think Rahul Gandhi has the big advantage that he comes from the Gandhi family, and I am afraid that that is the only advantage that he has. Whereas Narendra Modi has a lot of advantages, and he's done a lot of good things in Gujarat, and the economic plan that he has put forward for India, that's going to be a very powerful one. And he's one of the first persons who has spoken of opening up foreign direct investment in the defense sector, and that's rare. That's very rare for a person to come from Gujarat, the Gandhian state, and to talk of opening the defense sector. That shows how progressive minded he is, because we need foreign direct investment, and China keeps getting like $50 billion a year, and we have absolutely nothing in the tens of billions of dollars. So we need foreign direct investment, and I think Narendra Modi is striking a chord with foreign investors and people. And if he becomes the prime minister, there is going to be an increase in FDI in India. So I think, yeah, as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned, he needs to make more speeches in the parliament to begin with, and to connect more with people.
As a diplomat, maybe posted in America, do you think there's going to be any significant difference whether BJP comes to power or UPA comes back to power?
I wouldn't know, and I wouldn't like to comment upon that. But I'm sure that whatever government comes to power, the politicians are, you know, they are responsible and they are responsive to the needs of the nation and the people. And India will continue on a positive growth trajectory and, positive social developments that happen in India continuously.